Okay, Scorpio, this is your reading for the next couple months. These are things you need to be aware of, you need to watch out for, you need to walk right into sometimes. Let's see what the universe is holding. Let's see what the cards and the runes are doing for you. Scorpio, Scorpio. It's really weird. Before I even turn these over, I'm feeling some sadness as I'm shuffling these.
Yeah, there is some depression going on in here. Huh. Stop that.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Or at least near you.
Or near you. Okay, well, so the reason I'm laughing is that the tarot card are divided into two parts. You have the major arcana and the minor arcana. And the minor arcana are like the daily, mundane type of things. The major arcana is where the universe or spirit comes in and affects your reading. Anytime you have four or more major arcana, it means the universe it's like your life is under construction. And so there's not going to be a whole lot that's going to be revealed in minute detail. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana going on. So the universe has you in their grips, and you are completing, again, the Wheel of Fortune has come up, and so you're doing cycles, a lot of cycles. This cycle is showing it has to do with the physical line. You've come through a death and a rebirth now, and your foundation is a spiritual balance between your higher self and your lower animal nature. But the problem is you're coming out of a lot of sadness and frustration. And what's opening up, your emotions are still there. But what's coming up is that you have some amazing spiritual lessons, manifestation, and a time of celebration. What are you seeing?
Well, yeah, I would agree. Part of the thing is that you are at odds with yourself. There's kind of a war going on inside yourself. So it's like you're feeling very drawn in different directions, and not like you don't feel balanced inside of yourself. You feel kind of like at the mercy of, well, the universe. Imagine that. There is one thing that I see that concerns me a little bit. You have a rune that symbolizes fire, and fire can be creative or it can be destructive. The position you had it in was in the subconscious, and it's reversed, which to me indicates that you may be self-sabotaging, or you may be doing things that hurt yourself. And
it's an addictive thing. We got the card of addiction.
Yeah, okay, that would make sense. And the thing is right now you're in a position where you want to protect that. It's as if that's the one thing, even though it's out of control, it's the one thing you feel like you've got control over, if that makes sense. Because it's
called denial.
Yeah. So that worries me a little bit. There's some concern there for me that you may feel, some destructive urge, because you do feel just very disorganized and stuff. However, I'll let you take it from there.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You have a perfect opportunity right now to step out of that addictive behavior. You have that moment of clarity coming up, depending on what you decide to do with it. Whether or not you step up for that is up to you, but it's going to be very obvious. The self-sabotaging, the universe is sort of laughing at you. You can't sabotage the universe. You've got good things coming. You've got good things coming. You just have...
you got to get through this.
Yeah, you got to remember that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. That you really are. There is a connection with the the universe or the higher power or spirit or whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be shown to you in spades. It's a really beautiful time. But you've had a lot of endings, and now you've got some new beginnings.
Do this when you say that.
Yeah.
Always. This is the rune for beginnings and endings.
You do have a lot of new people coming in your life to support you. You just have to be careful you don't run them away by being too cold and too defensive.
One of those people that's coming in to your universe, and you're not aware of them yet. Either they haven't registered or they haven't come into your life yet, but they are a gift from the gods. This is either somebody, it could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be family. You know, it deals with relationships, but this is a particularly important one for you to pay attention to because it is considered a gift. This person will probably have a lot of knowledge and wisdom that they're able to impart to you. They're also, I think, going to spark your intuitive side. Either that or you are going to spark your intuitive side, and that's going to end up pulling this person towards you. I don't know which direction it goes, but you definitely have some pretty awesome people going. The only thing that I see that's going to be a little bit, other than the other stuff that I saw that was worrisome, and maybe this is part of it, is that you're physically, I have a sense you may not be feeling physically as good as you could be, and you need to watch for that. You need to make sure you're taking appropriate care of yourself, making sure that you're eating an appropriate way. Make sure to wear your galoshes. Don't forget your mittens. You know, but there is a potential that, you know, you may just be a little overstressed right now, and especially if you're doing some addictive behaviors, you know. And with the self out of balance, that kind of leads to that, you know, the potential of illness, or the potential of illness can lead to the self being out of balance.
There's also an indication here that you live with morbid reflection of the past. Things that have ended that you're not letting go of. And I think I'm specifically talking about relationships here, where there's been a relationship that did not work out, will never work out, and is ended, and you just, for whatever reason, cannot let it go. You wake up in the middle of the night replaying the scene over and over and over again. And at some point, you're going to have to surrender that. And I'm not exactly sure how to tell you to do that. Maybe burning some candles, putting that energy of that relationship into a candle and burning it and letting it go, and then going and burying the wax. Doing some kind of actual activity, a funeral, maybe some type of funeral activity.
Also, I would say that this may indeed be what's kind of triggered some of the addictive or abusive behaviors. I have
Certainly
a feeling
an excuse.
I'm feeling like there's like someone holding guilt in this situation, and I think it may be you. Or if it's not guilt, it's a feeling of having failed and not being good enough. And the truth is, you are good enough, but this person wasn't on your path of it. I mean,
exactly.
they
It doesn't make them bad. You're right. You were just on different paths. It wasn't the time.
Exactly. But, you know, again, just try to, if you're holding guilt, allow yourself to realize that this is part of the setup that the universe is using on you right now. And if you're feeling like you're not good enough, well, release that too, because again, the universe is making you good enough. You are good enough for what's going on. It just wasn't in this situation specifically.
Someone out there who's watching this is hearing everything we're saying, and it's fitting them, but they are saying, but you don't understand. But you don't understand. Okay, maybe we don't.
But
maybe
you do.
Well, I don't know that you understand. So it's like, I think that's more of a defense mechanism. Listen to the message. become clear because you're eating yourself alive. Is that the
Um,
messenger?
no, this one is defense. It's an automatic instinctual defense with very little thought to it. It's the symbol is for the thorns of a rose. So if you grab onto a rose, it defends itself. And it's a very passive defense, but a very effective defense.
Maybe it's not our job to understand. I don't know. Or maybe we do understand and you're just in denial. Regardless, it's something you've got to do.
Yeah. Allow yourself some time, think about it, see if this at all resonates with you. And if it really, really, really doesn't, look again. If you find yourself angry or fighting it, that may be a sign that you are. Anyway,
well, that's all I see. Yeah, me too. Thank you for tuning in. Indeed. Make sure you like us and ring our bell and subscribe if you haven't. We'd appreciate it if you would share this. And we will keep doing what we're doing. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day and know that you are being taken care of by the universe. Though Absolutely. It may not feel like it right now, you are in the arms of the universe and things are going to be working out in your favor. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.